Welcome to today's episode of the Group Parlay podcast. As always, Andy Semo, Nick Strom, Kevin Soyan. Kev, you had a tough one yesterday. 0
Terrible.
2.
Terrible.
Yeah, it was not great. I mean, that underpick, that hurt my soul. It hurt my soul.
It was such a bad pick. I knew it too all day. I even said it on if you go back and listen to the full pod, I was like, I know I should do taking the
It was
over
a
right now.
square pick. It was an absolute public play. It was
93% of the money was on the under or something. I saw in one of the books. Like, just the dumbest pick.
brutal. Yeah,
I'm back in
so
my element. I'm home. I feel better.
yeah, no more vacation, Kev. He's been traveling around.
Mike is back.
I got my mic back.
All right. Give us a recap of yesterday.
All right. Yeah, we'll start with the NBA. Luckily, I wasn't the only one to blow that one. Uh, I had Warriors -1.5. Clay and Steph shot terribly. There's video of them both at the end of the game just sitting on the bench crying because they were terrible. The Heat were missing their star players, Jimmy Butler, Kyle Lowry, Kobe Martin, and they were still terrible. So Warriors suck. I'm done taking the Warriors. I think I'm terrible when I take them. Um, and then we had McCollum over 2.5 threes that hit in the first half. So nice hit for Andy. And then the Trailblazers -3.5 for Strom. Unfortunately, Simmons was out and he's their best player. He puts up like 28, 30 points a game. So they can't make up those points and they lost
The
as
late
well.
scratch
So
hurts.
yeah, and both those were pretty big losses. We lost 13 and 12 for us. So they weren't really that close, unfortunately. Then we go to the same game parlay and you guys, Garrett Wilson was crazy, actually. We haven't talked about this. Garrett Wilson hit the number on the dot. He
Yeah,
hit
on
it
the
at
dot.
50.
Yeah.
Like, that's actually insane. So nice hit there, I guess. And then Strami with the Browns -6.5. That's a great pick. They're just playing insane. They won by I think 17, so that cleared it. And then the under 36 got blown out in the first half, and then there was no touchdowns in the second half for a while. So second half went about how I thought the whole game would go, but Joe
There was only
Flacco, man,
6 points in the second half. Only 6 points.
6 points, 2 field goals. Yeah, Joe Flacco, man, can't bet against him. So terrible day for me. I got to be better. We are on a terrible streak right now. This always happens to us at the end of the month after we have a good start. We're down 1.65 units. We're 7 and 31. I'm 18 and 18. Andy's 23 and 14. Great month there. 62% for Andy. And Nick is 19 and 18. So we got to hit one. We got to hit one.
I'm convinced every time on TikTok I put the units, how much we're up, we go on a terrible, terrible losing streak. So it's like maybe we just don't tell people.
It's crazy. I mean, what are you gonna do? That's just the way it goes, I guess. So, all right, look, let's get into some picks. Strom, go ahead with your pick today.
Yeah, Andy says he hates it. I love it. I'm going Brooklyn Nets -4.5 against the Wizards. The Nets have beaten the Wizards twice this year already, once by 8, once by 27. Not what I'm going on. The Wizards are 2 and 8 in their last 10. In those 8 losses, they've lost by an average margin of 20 points. They're getting smoked. 7 out of those 8 losses have been by 5 or more. And couple that with the Wizards are 2 and 8 at home as an underdog. So all the numbers are pointing to they're going to get smoked tonight by the Nets.
I like it. Nets are still a good covering team. We haven't really taken them in a while.
All right, Kev, what do you got?
All right. I'm going with some college football. I was gonna do the Notre Dame game, but it starts in like an hour, so I didn't want to give. I want to give people some time. And what we're gonna do is go into the Cotton Bowl. We got Missouri versus Ohio State, and we're going Cody Schrader over 100 rushing yards. He has hit this number 4 games, 5 games in a row, and those numbers are 217, 148, 205, 112, 159. So he is mostly clearing that number the last 5 games. The beginning of the season, they weren't fully utilizing him. Then they realized, holy shit, this kid's amazing. He's SEC Rusher of the Year. Great story, transferred to D2, whatever. Ohio State, obviously a good defense, but they have some guys that are opting out / transferring. So they'll be missing their starting linebacker, 2 safeties, 2 corners, and an edge rusher. So I think they're going to run the ball as much as possible. And he's really their only running back. We don't have like a 1A, 1B guy. It's really just going to be Schrader. It's his last game before he leaves for the NFL, and he's going to want to, and the coach who loves him is going to want to give him a great spotlight tonight. Everyone's watching. All the NFL scouts are watching. Cody Schrader, 100 rushing yards.
This kind of teeters the line of hometown pick as me and Kev went to Mizzou, but
I did it before Luther Burden. I made you guys let me, and it hit.
yeah, I love Cody Schrader. It's just Ohio State's got a solid defense. I don't know. But it is what it is. I'm gonna be watching the game. I'm gonna be
I
hands.
love it.
Sounds good. Great. All right. I'm going to hockey. We're going Kraken Flyers under 6.5. The line's at 5.5. Move it to 6.5. To the under, the Flyers are 20, 12, and 2. The Kraken are 17, 16, and 3. Both these teams in their last 10 games have hit the under this number 7 times. The Flyers, they have one of the best goalies in the league in Carter Hart. He's been playing amazing this year. They're giving up under 3 goals a game. The Kraken cannot score. They're one of the worst goal scoring teams. They're scoring, I think, 2.7 goals a game. They're giving up like 3 goals a game. So all that, I think it really goes to the under. Plus, Thomas Konecny is the leading point scorer for the Flyers. He's questionable today. So, I mean, this isn't like the NBA where it's a true coin flip. He'll probably play, but I think under 6.5 is the play. Plus unders in hockey this month have been awesome for us. So that's what we're going with.
You're having a great month with hockey. You're having a great month.
Was that strong?
I don't know enough to argue it.
We are actually 5-0 on hockey unders. Lifetime.
Numbers don't lie.
Some would call that a system play, but we're not going there. All right.
No,
Recap the
no.
picks. We got Nets minus 4.5, minus 148. Cody Schrader, 100 plus yards, minus 146. Under 6.5 in the Flyers Kraken game, minus 146. Plus 375 for the bet today. We
Love
got
it.
3 sports. 3 sports in the
Double
parlay.
unit. It's a double unit hammer
Ew.
day.
Double unit day. I love it. All right. Pray to God. Let's get it.